Hey golf people, for the last few months I've noticed there's a pretty special deal which I think signals something else. I think it's a club that will be collectible at some point. This is going to be probably your last chance to secure one. On top of that, it's just a fantastic value in its own right, a great performing club. I'm going to play a few holes of golf here with this club and show you everything about it. So when this club first came out, even at its full retail price, this thing was a solid deal. But since this summer, it's only gotten better. I think it's at a price right now where you just cannot ignore it. That is, if you can get your hands on one. The problem is the supply is starting to really dry up. And if you go in store, I'd say right now you've got a 50-50 chance of actually finding one of these. Online, I've seen them, but only in a left-handed configuration, which will appease all of you left-handed golfers out there who have so much struggle trying to find golf equipment. It can be very difficult if you're a lefty. Well, it seems like the left-handed model of this club is in plentiful supply right now, so you're in luck. Now this is a club that really should retail for something like $399, $400, maybe $300 if you got a super spectacular deal. But as regular retail price, it came out at only $149. Again, a great value in its own right from the get-go. Now at $99, it's almost too cheap. This thing is really a must-buy. It's basically 25% of the price of its competitors. I've got 123. I'm gonna go 9-iron. I didn't even hit the range yet today, so this is the first iron swing now. And I pulled it, but I think it's in the middle of the green. Yeah, sit. Ooh, it's long. Now I'm about to pull this club out actually. And before I do, I'll tell you where it's available. It's available at COSTCO. Now, I've got no arrangement with COSTCO. Many see my exuberance for the Kirkland products and they think that I'm somehow paid or sponsored by COSTCO. I'm not in any way. Whether you buy this club or not doesn't do me any good, but I think it will do you some good, and that's why I do this show, to uncover gems, deals, value out there, or just show you what is the best of the best. This, I think, happens to be both. I got one more shot and then I'm going to show you what it is. We're just past the pin here, little chip shot. 58-degree wedge is how I like to play these ones. And do that. Oh, left that one short. Perfect opportunity to show you the club, guys. This is a club, guys, that will help you forgive some of those mistakes. This is the Kirkland Signature KS1 putter. It is right now, as I make this video, $99 at Costco and online as long as you're a left-handed person. I'm gonna see if I can make a putt now. I was hoping to just come up here and tap this one in, but instead I've got about 8-9 feet. And I just pulled that one. But coming off the club face, boy, that felt good. That's a bogey to start. But let me tell you about why this is such a good value. First off, this putter has a CNC milled face. A milled face putter like this is generally a very expensive proposition. Here's a close-up of that beautiful milling work. It improves consistency of the stroke, both long and short, left and right. And it puts a nice spin on the ball, hopefully helping you hole more putts, which I hope to do here this round. Now that's not the only thing this putter has going for it. Similar to a Scotty Cameron putter, this thing has two adjustable, changeable weights down at the sole of the club, one near the toe, one near the heel. You can actually buy a separate weight kit from Kirkland. Used to be online. I am not seeing it right now, which signals to me that this putter is probably being completely discontinued. It's not that they are going to be releasing a second batch of these things. I think this is going to be the last breath of the KS1, hopefully opening the doors to a KS2. We can only cross our fingers. Now this putter doesn't have some generic grip on it either. It has a super high quality, super stroke grip on it. Nice and fat, going to give you a little bit more feel, hopefully a little less wrist movement in the putting stroke, which if you don't know, you don't really want any of that. I've got a tough shot here. I'm in the middle of the fairway, but a little longer out than I'd like to be. Let's see if we hit a good shot. That's a pretty good shot, but it's heading left and it's short. Ah, sit. Okay, we got another chip. Let's see if we can do a little better than that first chip shot. I don't want to dump this in the bunker. That's a good one. That could be a one putt, guys. Let's see. Let's say it's 4 feet. Yeah, I guess more like 5, maybe even 6. Still, it's a good chance. Now, this is a Newport style putter, and it looks very similar to a Scotty Cameron, although I would say it's a little bit wider down at address, or maybe you'd call that a little thicker. Here it is side by side with the Scotty, just to give you an idea. This putt's pretty straight, I'd say. Maybe just a little left or right. I got to put a good stroke on it. And I did. It's got a really nice roll to it. Now, an interesting thing about this putter that I was reading about online is that the degree of loft of this putter is a little bit more lofted than many putters out there. Of course, it's only about 1.5 degrees. I believe it's 5.4 degrees of loft. And a standard Scotty Cameron, Newport 2, something like that's going to be 4 degrees of loft. So I'm not sure why they chose that, but it is a little bit different. All I can say is it puts a pretty good roll on the putt. That's a good shot. But it's short. Now, if you're gonna miss the green, this is about the perfect place to miss it. In fact, I think I'm gonna putt this. I mean, after all, this is a putting video, right? Let's see if we can use the KS1 as the old Texas wedge here. This is going to be a bit of a crapshoot, but it's all about distance control. I've got a lot of grass, wet grass to get through, so I'm gonna have to really hit this thing. Really hit this thing. Go! Boy, that wasn't too bad. Is that in? Oh! Oh, that was almost in. I like these. Woo! You should hit short putts like that with some authority. I didn't do it there, but luckily, again, the weight of this putter, really nice. It got me through that ball. Perfect. I've got my driver pretty dialed in at the moment, but here's the thing. That driver costs $500, over $500. I think it's $549 at retail, the Rogue ST Max. And people think about the price of a putter, something like a Scotty Cameron or a Bettinardi or one of the other high-end putters out there, and they see a $300 price tag and they almost faint. I get that. Yet they'll spend that kind of money and even more on a driver, a club that they'll use a whole lot less when you think about it. My over-under here today for putting is going to be 16 putts on this side. I'm going to pull my driver out only 7 times at the maximum because there's 2 par 3s. And that's if I don't pull out my 5-wood or my driving iron or something like that. So you're going to use a putter that much more. That's why the putter is something that you should absolutely invest in. It's something you've got to have ultimate confidence in, because in the end, it's the club that's going to save you or give you the opportunity to save you the most strokes out there. So yeah, at $99, that is a heck of a value. It's one you really can't ignore. And I do think that this will be a collectible putter sometime in the future for a lot of reasons. Now, of course, the only thing going against it in the collectability is the fact that it's COSTCO, meaning they've produced tens of thousands of these things and they're pretty superfluous. But I think holding on to one of these things, you may actually make a few bucks down the road. All right, I've got 137, but I keep coming up short. I'm gonna go 8-iron here. I don't want to be short. Or I could hang it out to the right. Got a really long putt. This is going to put the KS1 to the test. So for a putter to perform well for me, I want it to work in 3 distinct categories. I want it to really feel confident over short putts, especially in tournaments where I got to putt everything out, even the 1.5, 2 footers. When there's tournament pressure, none of those are really gimmies, honestly. And I see people miss those putts all the time in tournaments, and I've missed a couple myself. So I've got to have ultimate confidence from short range. I've also got to feel like I can make those mid-range putts 15, 20 feet. I got to think I can have a chance at it if I read the putt right and I stroke it well. But where I particularly struggle, I think, is in long putts, and I've got to feel really confident that I can get that putt within a 1-foot, 2-foot circle for that tap-in gimme. We're gonna see if we can do it right now with the KS1. I'm just on the back fringe, just off the green technically, which I guess means we still don't have a green in regulation, but we are gonna putt it. Uh-oh, I hit that too hard. Settle, 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 settle. Whoa. This should go back a little left to right. Not that much though. And I wish I could blame it on the KS1, but I absolutely cannot. That's how you hit a firm, short putt. I absolutely cannot blame it on the KS1. That first putt, atrocious. My father always said, and he is completely right, that if this was an easy game, it wouldn't be fun. If I just came out here, one-putted everything with this thing, told you it was the most magical club on earth, well, first of all, you wouldn't believe me because you're smarter than that. Second of all, I wouldn't have any fun. And I'm having a lot of fun. All right, let's take a break talking about this awesome putter and talk about this awesome shirt. This is from my friends over at proud90.com. All the shirts that you see me wear on this show are from them. Super cool designs. They're wild. They're fun. They're definitely going to stand out. I've got a link down below. Check them out. They've got all kind of holiday sales happening right now. They've got new releases dropping all the time. In fact, they've got like an ugly sweater pattern you'll see me wear here real soon. All kinds of fun stuff. Check them out. So guys, I don't know about you, but I'm really hoping they do release a KS2 putter. If they did, here's what I would want in the putter. I would want it just a little thinner up top, a little more like a Scotty Cameron, a little less wide like the current KS1. Just to suit my eye a little better. I'd also like to see a little bit heavier weight down at the bottom. It's got those tungsten weights already screwed in. I like it a little heavier personally. That's just my own subjective taste. Ooh. Yeah, okay, we gotta put at it. I'd also put a little paint right here, just a little dot, so that that line continues. I like to see that personally. That's just subjective taste. And lastly, this head cover. I'd just love a magnetic clasp. I mean, I know this is a budget option, but what's the difference in cost between magnet and Velcro? It's gotta be a couple pennies. I'd really love to see that. And I'd really love to make a putt, so let's do that next. All right, another tough putt. I'm leaving myself in some really hard spots here. Above the hole, almost all day long. Curve, 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 come on. Yes! That was one heck of a putt right there, guys. Well, guys, there you have it. The KS1 in all its glory. I would have liked to make a few more putts today, but I had a lot of fun out here. And this is still the best value in golf right now. Go to your local Costco, see if you can dig up one of these. Let me know down below in the comments and let the community know if you find one in your Costco, because there's not a whole lot of these guys left. Now, these aren't the only clubs that Costco sells, so make sure to check out this video right here. We had a lot of fun with some of the other equipment to be found at Costco. Guys, hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you back here very soon on another edition of Let's Play Through.